Good morning. I think I'm live. Yes, I am. And you're very welcome to my Monday messages. My name's Rebecca, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm a holistic health coach and homeopath. And I just pop in here every Monday to just share a thought, a simple practice, an idea, something that I've experienced that I believe will help you to become more conscious of the things in your life that are working for you and the things that perhaps are keeping you a bit stuck, keeping you from evolving and growing. So today, for the eagle-eyed amongst you, the early risers, you will have already seen a few posts that I've put up celebrating my mother. And that's because it's her birthday today. She's long gone, I'm sorry to say. But she would have been 95 today. And I am very much thinking of her, remembering her and celebrating her today, because without her I would not be here, number one, and I would not be the person that I am. And I quite like that person now. It's taken me a long time, but I celebrate who I am, and I celebrate where I got my gifts from whenever I get an opportunity. So today the opportunity is there to remember the gifts that I got from my very beautiful mother. And those gifts, some of them were given consciously by her, and they are really core to who I am. And that is things like, she gave me many, many gifts, but she gave me a love of beauty, of aesthetics, of the arts, so of music, of theatre, of cinema, of painting, and the arts in general. And that's a very important part of my life. It gives me enormous comfort and pleasure, and has done for my whole life. She gave me also a number of gifts that perhaps were not passed on completely consciously. She came from an extremely difficult start in life. She had a number of really big challenges to overcome from a very young age. And she wasn't able to parent me and my sisters in a way that we would be choosing to parent today. Let's just leave it there. However, from her parenting, if you like, and our responses to that parenting, we learnt so much about ourselves, and we have those talents and those gifts today, and we can use them in a way that nourishes us and a way that enables us to continue to grow and to evolve. And that doesn't come easy. I've done a lot of work on myself over the years, and I'm very, very grateful to some of the gifts my mother gave me, which actually have enabled that searching and that openness to looking at myself and to wanting to make things better. One of the gifts that I treasure is that she taught me, kind of inadvertently, how to be persistent, how to never give up, how to always find a way around things to get what I really needed. And that I'm really, really grateful for. And yeah, part of actually my journey in my relationship with my mother was being able to let go of years of being very, very angry with her, and not recognizing the gifts that she gave me, and having a focus, an unbalanced focus on the negative side of my experience, being mothered by this lovely woman. And when I was able to actually change that and decide consciously, okay, well, I've done that. Okay, done that, understand it. I understand what the influence was on me for a long, long time. It wasn't making me feel very good. And so letting go of that by consciously refocusing my attentions on the gifts that she gave me instead have enabled a massive, massive change in my relationship with her, my relationship with my childhood, with myself, my understanding of myself. And so that's really what I wanted you to do this week, perhaps. And for some of you, this might be very easy. You might have an absolutely beautiful, trouble-free relationships with your own mothers. But it's still a lovely exercise to do, I think. But I wanted to encourage you, in memory of my mother, is to spend maybe a few hours or moments or this week just thinking about the gifts that your mother has given you. And I do recognise that for some of you that might not be easy. For me, it wasn't easy for a long time. And I was very easily sucked into an attitude of blame, anger, it's all my mother's fault kind of thing. And letting go of that meant that I put down an enormous bag of heaviness, basically. So that's what I'd like you to perhaps be able to start doing. If you perhaps didn't know your mother, had no relationship with her for some reason, thanks for the thumbs up. And I think, Emily, good morning. You're very welcome. Just perhaps think about somebody who was a mother figure to you, if perhaps you didn't know your mother intimately. Or if you know about your mother, perhaps you didn't know her personally, but you know enough about her to start thinking about what kind of gifts she might have passed on through her. Because there's often a lot of gifts that run in the maternal line, well, and the paternal line, actually. But, when we think about our grandmothers or our great-grandmothers, there are gifts that are handed down from generation to generation, perhaps not consciously, but even the gift of resilience, of persistence, of survival, of a love of music, whatever it is. Have a little think about what gifts your mother gave you and see what comes from that, see what flows from it. Even if it's a love of a certain colour. My mother loved the colour red. So today I'm wearing red lipstick to honour her. She loved a bit of lipstick too. Melanie, good morning. Actually, I can just sing. I can wave to you both. So I will wave to you this morning. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm talking about honouring the gifts that our mothers gave us, and recognising those gifts for what they are, actually, because even out of adversity, even out of challenge, even out of very difficult situations, we nearly always will have learnings. We will have a skill that comes out of our ability to negotiate that or to manage that situation. And that's a gift. So just reframing the things that your mother actually gave you, either consciously in terms of what she taught you and what she valued and passed on for you to value, or subconsciously. So perhaps in behaviours or things that she inflicted upon you, if you like. What did they teach you about yourself? What did they give you? Because those are gifts too. So that's what I'm just kind of, my message for the week is to just have a think about what your mother passed on to you, the beneficial things, the things that really are valuable to you today, now, and that you recognise as being part of who you are and how you manage in the world. So that's it. And I'm going to spend today just thinking about my mother and reflecting on her. She would have been 95 today. So there you go. Okay. And obviously, if your mother is still with you in some way, then maybe it's a day to pick up the phone to her or to, message her in some way and say thank you. I'll leave that with you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week and just remember those gifts. Take care.